hip hop and wrestling.
One last thing about the men's Royal Rumble.
All right.
That I felt too was that I was glad Jay won, because this was the first time in like a long fucking time where I was like, okay, now I feel like anybody can win the Royal Rumble again. Because before it was always like every year you're like, you kind of know who's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
From last year, you knew it was gonna be Cody. You knew it was gonna be Cody the year before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody knew it was gonna be
Punk, and that's why they didn't do it.
You
I
know,
mean, the only reason I thought it was going to be Punk was just because of the Cinderella story of him winning the main event WrestleMania, which may not be the case whatsoever this year, which is the predicament that we're in. But let me ask you, because Jay brought up something very interesting with comparing this to the 1992 Rumble. That's the one that Flair went the distance, right?
Yep.
Right? And Hulk Hogan was in it. I believe Sid was in it. A lot of folks was in it.
With a tear in my eye.
With a tear in my eye. This is the greatest moment of my life, right?
Greatest moment of my life.
So how would you all of you, how would y'all rank this in terms of excitement and unpredictability amongst all the Rumbles that you've seen, assuming that you've seen all of them?
It was good, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was well put together.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
And it was, yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5?
Easily. Top 5.
I agree. Yeah.
Outside of the actual who won it, it wasn't many surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm still trying to get on the train.
Fucking with you, man. I knew Joe Hendry was gonna come on. You cannot have Joe Hendry like not being a Royal Rumble. We know who's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, because especially when they signed the deal with TNA, we knew he was gonna be there. I'm just saying, as like I'm not a full-fledged Joe Hendry guy.
Yeah, I'm not
either.
Yet.
But that goddamn
theme
song is catchy. It's catchy as fuck. It's been stuck in my head.
100%.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah, he's got that, no pun intended. He's just got the wave, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
he's a special talent. Because this is one thing, and people going to Jay real quick. People try to, he's just got yeet, and people like his, people. He just gets, bro. Do you understand how hard it is to connect the people?
Especially like this way. Like
let's really think about.
Yeah.
Like this, in this way.
This way, naturally, organically.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, the people are going to gravitate towards what they gravitate towards, but this is an organic thing that's gotten over in any walk of life. And then going back to Joe, like, bro, people connect with it, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I think when you have lightning in a bottle, you gotta use that.
Oh, he's got it. I'm not on the Joe Hendry train.
Oh no.
I'm not falling for that shit yet.
No. And I won't even saying like
just because this nigga got a little song.
Nah,
he got a little.
He's crazy though.
He's underground. He's like underground hot right now. He's mixtape.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And obviously he's going to be WWE bound.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They got to.
Go
have to.
Go back and look on YouTube and look at his entrance and look how that crowd reacted when he came out, yo.
Oh yeah, they might have been the biggest pop.
Mm-hmm.
They went crazy.
They did.
They could also fuck it up too, though.
But they didn't need too many surprises because, like I said, this was probably the most stacked Rumble. Like when I was. Like,
it was that. Like it was one of the most look forward to Rumbles I remember. I always get excited. I think any wrestling fan always gets excited for the Rumble, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Even though, like I was saying before, like I feel like I always know who's gonna win it, or at least have an idea of like 2 to 3. But this one, I was like, I don't know who's gonna win it, and I was just so excited. I was like, such and such. Like I remember naming people off and being like, oh yeah, such and such is gonna be in it too. Like so, it was stacked. It was definitely stacked. It had me excited the whole way for weeks.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I definitely thought Randy was gonna pop up, man. So
that's another thing. There's a lot of people that didn't come back that we thought were gonna come back, like Randy. Luckily, we got AJ back.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a good surprise. I like that too.
crazy because he's been going for a minute, but he hasn't been going that long. But it just feels like he's been going long. He's been out since October, but it's like, damn, bro, I feel like you've been out for like a year or something.
He gonna freshen up the world title picture on Raw. It's gonna be nice.
I was gonna say, I think it feels like he's been out longer because he ain't really been doing shit last year.
That's probably what it was.
Well, as soon as he came back, remember he got hurt.
Yeah, right.
That as well. That's true as well.
He feuded with what? LA Knight.
LA Knight.
And that was pretty much.
Then he had the program with Cody.
Cody, yeah. They had a good,
that's what it was.
They had that good match.
Then he left.
Yeah.
And he was like heel too when he was like feuding with Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the heel with LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he came back and got hurt in the match with Carmelo on SmackDown.
They need to run that back.
Yeah, happy to see him back in the mix. But now I got to dive deeper because, Madison, you said top 5, and you said Royal Rumble 92 was memorable to you. All right, I need you to tell me the other 3 if you can say them off the top of your head.
The one, it was in Madison Square. I think it was when Cena came back. Cena came back from injury.
Like, that was Madison Square Garden.
Yep, Madison Square. He had the
torn pack.
Yeah.
That, and just the, for one, the ambiance, that set, because Madison Square always is going to have an obscure set because it's just that rantway. You know what I'm saying? That small little rantway. Madison Square.
The way they used to sit up Madison Square. Now they just let everybody come out the side like regular shit.
Yeah, which is like, I don't like that.
They used to have Madison Square. They'd always have the ramp right back here.
Right, yeah. I don't like the, because I'm like, it gave it a, it gave it a distinct feel, which is that Rumble, which I always like that.
Was that a SummerSlam or a Rumble where they had the car over the shit?
That was the Rumble. That was the 2001 Rumble.
That was one with
Jeff
Stone
Hardy
Cold ripped that bitch up, won't it?
Yeah. It's Jeff Hardy. I think he jumped off of it, or not jumped off of it, but in front of it when I think it was Hardy's and Dudley Boys. I think they had just like maybe a ladder match, or it was some type of match, but I put that up there. See, the Rumble, I don't think it's any from the 2000, but probably the Rumble 90 to me, and it's sentimental 95, and it's crazy because they said that was like one of the weakest because of the lack of star power, but always remember it. It was the first one that I saw, second, 94, then 95, but I always remember the moment of Shawn eliminating the Bulldog. Thought he was eliminated. The next thing you know, because as a kid, I really thought the Bulldog had won, and I was like, oh shit, he won the Rumble. Next thing you know,
talking about with the 1 foot? The 1 foot hit the mat, and he
1 foot hit.
Yeah,
Skin the cat
came back, threw Bulldog's ass over, and I was legitimately pissed because I thought this dude that got eliminated. They even played his theme music. That is just, it was memorable for me, and I always like that ending because that was the first time we saw that 1 foot thing. Is he in? Is he out? Oh my God, controversy. You know what I mean? Outside of Luger and Brett the year before. This one was just like, okay, somebody, it's controversy, but only because they actually were able to get back in and then eliminate somebody. So that 95 Rumble, so 92, 95, 2000, and trying to think, what was that? 2008 with Cena? 2009?
That was
none of the Stone Cold Rumbles?
So what's that? 3? No, 4? Because
he won 3 of them. There's one in San Antonio. Stone Cold was in. He was the heel. He whooped everybody's ass. Yeah, it's just the roster.
Because that led to the Final Four. That led to the Final Four, the next pay-per-view, because he was technically out.
Yeah.
The first one he won. The second one he won when he faced Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
And then third one when he faced The Rock. Probably, I think maybe it might be. It might. At 95, I think actually it's trash, but I think it was the sentimental reasons. I think it's sentimental. I don't think Brett was in that Rumble, so yeah, the lack of star power. But I might have to. That might be an honorable mention. So I might still got 2 slots because I actually something in the 2000s, like you said, that Stone Cold era. Some of those were dope. but it's just the lasting impression. I can't off rip. I probably have to go and rewatch them to really get the. But I definitely want to big up this past Rumble because it was just the star power and all the moments for me. Like it really felt like a special Rumble. Just it just gave a vibe of like, okay, we're watching some special shit. You know what I mean? A lot of dope interactions. Penta, Ray. It was one that I didn't even catch up on with Santo Escobar and Penta. You know what I mean? They had some whole little Lucha Underground shit going on.
Oh, really? I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. Santos, he used to wear like the Phantom mask.
Okay.
You remember the Phantom? He had that mask and they had a little, so I was like, wow, but a lot of those things were in this Rumble. And I was like, oh yeah, this is up there with 92. Because 92 again is always held as the pinnacle of the Rumble. But I was like, nah, this one right here, you got, literally Cena, Reigns, Rollins, Punk, Priest,
McIntyre.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was stacked.
Miz, Sheamus. Again, like Braun, like these guys are literally former champions. You know what I'm saying? World champions. So just again, if
not to mention guys that aren't champion yet that are like.
That's what I was saying. You got mid card guys who like AJ Styles, and even though he's not mid card, but
that's a former champion.
That's what I'm saying with the list. Like this Rumble, really, we saw something special, and I think just over. As the time progresses, it's going to be held in a very high esteem and regard. And I also like the fact that it was really only 4 matches. Rumble usually is going to be that because it's like 2, especially since they added 2. But that it was a nice, concise package overall. Good quality 4 matches.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think they definitely delivered overall.
What do you think about the potential that the Rumble could go to 2 nights, like every other thing's going 2 nights?
They better cut this 2-night shit out, because
it's a lot. It's a lot. It's one thing for WrestleMania to be 2 nights.
Yeah,
SummerSlam don't need to be 2 nights,
like,
dog.
Okay,
I agree.
Rumble don't need to be 2 nights, dog. Like,
how much money do you think motherfuckers have?
Yeah.
Huh?
How much? It's like, how much money do y'all think people have?
You know what's gonna fucking happen? They gonna set one up, like, cause just like everything else, ebbs and flows in popularity. Like, it's gonna happen. They gonna do one of these 2-night shits, and fucking night 2 or night 1 gonna be like nobody there because fucking they couldn't sell enough tickets. Shit, and it's just gonna they be like, all right, next year's 1 night, and it's like, all right, yeah. Come on.
I hope that gets pushed into by next year. Seriously, I hope people do that for this year. And then next year they could go that, because it's just, and I haven't been or attended. I just, hearing what people have said, and it's like, I think just it's almost with wrestling, we're a special breed of people because this is almost like it's a fellowship. You know what I'm saying? It brings out a little bit of everybody. So the fact of that, I was seeing people of all walks of life be like, yo, man, this is kind of crazy. But the fact of we're here to see wrestling, we want to support what we love, but it's becoming financially almost too crazy to go to, especially WWE events. Those shits are becoming like,
the prices are ridiculous. I go to WrestleMania like every year, and this year I couldn't go because they priced me out. They was charging $700, $800 for nosebleeds, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
Hell no, motherfucker. Perfect.
No.
I love these drops.
Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know about my WWE live event future if they keep pricing them out this way, but SummerSlam is going to be a telling on whether this 2-night thing works, because SummerSlam is not even the most lit pay-per-view. It's not. Now, Royal Rumble, I could see that, it's an hour-long match, right? So ladies 1 night, males the other night. Money in the Bank, I can see that. War Games, I can see that. I don't want it. I'm just saying that I could see it. But SummerSlam is going to be the test. But I don't want to see 2 nights of Rumble. Honestly, I could do without 2 nights of Mania. But depending on the card, the 2 nights of Mania is like the Blueprint 2 CD. It could have been 1.
I can do 2 nights of Mania rather than like 4.5 long hours of it.
Yeah.
I'll do like a 5-hour show. Give me 10 matches and an intermission.
Either way, that's another reason shit's too long. They put these goddamn too much fluffer between matches, man.
Video packages and shit. Yeah.
It's just video package. Look at the convention center. We had everybody at the convention center. Look at this thing we also did. I don't give a shit because I'm not in the city. So let's get to the next match.
I'm with you.
Right now, you're checking out the SOP.
Hip hop and wrestling.